This is a 1969 Oldsmobile 442 convertible. It's powered by its original and documented 400 4-barrel V8 engine. I do have receipts on the complete engine overhaul that was done approximately I think less than 15,000 miles ago. I've got all the information on my website. I don't remember exactly what the receipt said on the miles on the engine overhaul. The car's got 68,000 miles, 68,400 and some odd miles on it. I do also have tons of other receipts for air conditioning redone years ago, a couple times, front suspension. A lot of the front end parts are all new on the car. Just a very, very solid driver condition, real deal 442 convertible with its numbers matching 400 engine. We just completely went through the carburetor, put new fuel filters in it, all new plugs, new plug wires. Went through the points and stuff in the distributor. Just went through the whole tune-up, and this car runs great. We also put a new under the hood mat on it. Factory air, power steering, power brakes, power top, power antenna. Hood lines up beautifully on both sides, nice even gap from front to back. When the car came in, we also installed brand new front and rear bumpers. The original ones were getting tarnished. The grill all looks good in the car, very nice grill. As we look out across the paint on the hood, there's a little tiny ding. You can't feel it, but in the right light you can kind of see it right up in here. Other than that, I don't see any chips or anything in the hood. It looks real good. Windshield looks like it's in great shape. This is the original vinyl here on the top. That's got a couple little scuffs and stuff like that in it, but very presentable. It's riding on the rally wheels with BFG tires all the way around. They look like they're in good shape as well. No blisters on the lower fender or the rocker panel or the lower quarter. Very, very solid numbers matching 442. If you look at the floor pan pictures, the floors, frame, trunk floor are all super solid and original as well. I did not undercoat it, so it's got a little blue overspray on the frame and stuff, but the floors were all solid and original, so we just kind of left it all alone. If we look up and down the sides, the body's really straight. It's, like I said, a dark blue metallic paint. The car has not been color sanded and buffed. I mean, it's been buffed but not color sanded. So if a guy wants to color sand it, you can get a lot of that little orange peel out from the and really make it super straight and shiny. Dual exhaust was newly replaced before we purchased it. We also put a brand new rear bumper on it. Looks beautiful. A lot of the side trim that goes up and down the sides, like this back piece has dings in it. That should be replaced. There's a couple little dings. There's one here and there on the driver's side one. Front fender chrome looks good, so, and the driver's not bad at all, but that rear quarter chrome around the back end has some dings in it. Should be replaced. As we look at the door jambs, the paint in the door jambs, it's not quite as nice as the paint on the exterior, but the corners of the doors are perfect. There's never been any body filler. Bottom of the doors are solid. I'm guessing that the door panels are original. They're not new, but they look to be in great shape. The window cranks and the door crank are highly pitted. You can see some surface rust on that. Door panel looks to be in excellent shape. We also put new door rubbers on it when we restored the carpet and door sills as well. paint in the door jambs, we just kind of reshot it. The paint was peeling. They didn't do a very good job in the door jambs, so we just shot it. It's a little bit darker, but very, very presentable for a driver condition car. Seats appear to be original. Passenger side seats really in good shape, no rips or tears there. It does have a seam split in the driver's side seat over there in the corner. It's been repaired a little bit, but you can just tell the seats are slightly worn on it. Seat back, that kind of hard plastic kind of gets scratched and powdery a little bit, so that doesn't look the best. It does have the factory GM seat belts. There's enough seat belts for 3 people in the back. Back seat looks excellent. Back door panels look nice. Carpet's new. And the dash pad itself is in great shape as well. So there's no cracks on the dash pad. This car runs and drives great. We look around our trunk lid, the gap and stuff is very nice and flush all the way around. Gap's very even from the driver's side to the passenger side. As I mentioned before, the bumper's brand new, exhaust is new. The taillight lenses themselves, it's got a crack over here in the red lens, and there's some pitting around on the chrome piece on it. As we look up and down, the driver's side is just as nice and straight as the passenger side. It does have a ding. It's just a gradual ding right here. You just slightly feel it there. I think a dentless repair guy can get that right out. There's no scratches around the ding. Quarter panel, no blisters. Rocker panel's in great shape as well. This little piece of chrome right up here in the front is tarnished a little bit, but the rest of the chrome looks good. We got a little tiny ding right there, and another little one right here. Bottom of the lower fender is perfect, no bubbles there. Rocker panel solid as well. Door's nice. If a guy took this and just give this a light color sand in and above, and replace a couple of those pieces of trim on the quarter panels, this car would be a gorgeous car. As it sits today, it's a beautiful driver, runs and drives great. The white top is in excellent shape as well. There's pictures, still pictures of that. It's got all new pads, and it does have a receipt for the new top, so I do have the receipts on that too, and I'll tell you when that was redone. But this car is super solid. The doors are great, the floors are great. Retractable seat belts. This is what I was telling you about. You can see it's kind of been repaired a little bit, but it's got a seam split right here. And the padding in the seats just getting wore down a little bit. I mean, you can't feel the springs or nothing, but to do it right, a guy would probably want to recover these seats. I've had the air conditioning going here. It's a really hot day and the air's going, and I think it's kicking in. I mean, it's blowing somewhat cool, but it's definitely not cold, so it'll need to be charged up again as far as the AC goes. It does have a power antenna, and that does work. Put that all the way down. Power top works great as well. So the heat and the AC work. Needs to be charged though. Thought the horn was working the other day. Horn is not currently working. Wipers work great. Gas gauge works. Does have the factory console. I'll check on the horn when I get back, because I know the horn was working the other day when I drove it. It does also have a factory clock, and that's not working. So as of right now, the horn and the factory clock are not working. This is a really cool 442. Good horsepower in those 400s back in 1969. And like I said, this one was just all tuned up, so it's got it's putting out as much as it possibly could right now. It's got disc brakes on the front. The brakes stop nice and straight on it. Brakes the tires loose, kind of shifts you right back in the seat when the transmission hits. Transmission shifts really nice also. Car gets right up to speed, really handles nice down the road. No hands on the wheel, just goes nice and straight down the road. In my opinion, it does not need an alignment. Kickdown works. If it could use anything, you know, there's just a lot of torque to the motor. And I think this has a factory sway bar, so I'll have to check the sway bar bushings, because when you punch it, you can just feel a little bit of sway on that back end, which I've noticed with a lot of the Buick GS 455s and other big blocks too. So it's very common on those. The car runs and drives great.